All right, welcome to Sport Talk on Enterprise TV, where we give you a little of what is happening in the world of sports. On today's menu, we'll be doing the review and, of course, the preview of the matches that will be going down today. Liverpool Wolves continues, and, of course, the Rivers United were defeated by, the CAF Champions League. Oh, that's talking about the pyramid over the weekend. And, of course, how about Eze? It was all about Eze in the London derby, not London derby, I beg your pardon, between Arsenal and, of course, Tottenham Hotspur. And, of course, United will be in action today. Let's see whether Ruben Amorim will definitely continue in that momentum. If you are joining us for the first time, please do well to follow us across all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. My name is John Alnassr. You join me and let's ride together. Joining me, in the studio with me today is Bumi Nathan Ayoman, making a return back to Sport Talk. Ayoman, welcome to Sport Talk.
Always fantastic to be here, talking about sports, seeing what is going on in the world of sports. Let's ride on.
And of course, Ayoman, what a time, what a way to support Arsenal. But it is no longer a news that you don't support Arsenal FC anymore. Come on. This is the right time. This is the best time for you to be an Arsenal
I don't
fan.
think there's the best time to support Arsenal, but sure, I'm happy for their success. I'm happy at the level that they're going. But we've seen this play out so many times before, where they get there and then by the end of January, they start losing points. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. This is a normal MO with them. This is their normal format. So I want us to not be too excited. I'm hopeful. I actually want them to win for the well-deserved effort they've had over the last 4 seasons consecutively. Especially from the time when they had Unai Emery and they were trying to make that progression after Arsene Wenger. But we are going to have to wait till January. Like I always say, January reveals who is the lion among the sheep.
All right, let's see how it goes. But you know how we do it on Sport Talk. We always start with local football because charity begins at home. We start with the CAF Champions League. Rivers United suffered a 3-0 defeat to others Pyramids FC of Egypt in their CAF Champions League match. They won a counter in Cairo on Saturday, 22nd November 2025. Ahmed Ataev scored all 3 goals for the home side. Ahmed opened the scoring for Pyramids FC in the 52nd minute before adding 2 more goals in the 57th and 72nd minutes, respectively. It is not all about the results. It is all about the way Rivers United being played in Cairo. Then I was like, come on, is this one of our big guns in the MPFL? They're being played by Pyramid. It was just like, it was looking like Manchester City versus a second-tier team in England.
We've seen that happen.
I felt so bad for MPFL teams.
You shouldn't feel so bad. I love the example you used of Manchester City playing a second-tier team in England. There's always an upset, right? So I'm not surprised that this turned out. It's football we're talking about. We're not talking about a predicted game. Some teams you think that will come there. Some teams are just well mentally prepared. They are ready to face some teams better. Like the way sometimes Atletico Madrid in the past used to be a team that teams like Real Madrid would just go there and whoop them. But now it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So yeah, it's this time and season. I'm glad that our boys went there and at least played to a good extent. But at the same time, you have to give it to the winners. Do
you know a major concern?
Please.
During the preliminary games, Mamelodi Sundowns dismantled MPFL champions, talking about Remo Stars. And now the only surviving team, Rivers United, is being beaten like this. Come on, there is something wrong with MPFL.
I think we've stated that.
Whether we like it or not.
I think we've stated that completely. Structure is important in any league. Structure is what would now be able to give quality to what each team is able to do in that league. Look at the likes of Brentford, look at the likes of West Ham, look at the likes of Aston Villa, do you know what I mean? Just because the league's board is making sure that we put rules in place for all these things to be happening. Tottenham was a team where anybody could beat. Now, Tottenham is a team that everybody's afraid to play against because of the attacking style of football that they've had over the last couple of years. Aston Villa was a team that everybody didn't feel like they were going to play against. But now, so that's what I'm saying. Structure is the most important thing in this league. We have not gotten that aspect right. Therefore, some of the quality of players that we're going to have will not be up to standard with other leagues. So as of now, we need to improve our structure.
The thing is, my own suggestion is this. I just feel we should just forget about anything continental football, maybe for the next 3 or 4 years. We should get it right first. I think that would be the best thing.
I don't think so.
Because we just keep going there and disgracing ourselves. We are just disgracing this country.
I don't think we're getting it. I don't think I agree with you on that point of disgracing ourselves. I feel like if you don't give players something to work towards, then they lose their steam, they lose their motivation, they lose the sense of why am I even playing in this league. So I feel like they should continue, but we should do a lot of proper restructuring at home. Administratively, we need to restructure ourselves. It has also leaked into the national team as well, right? So we are beginning to see some of those pitfalls happening in the national team because the people are not giving the right resources or even giving the right knowledge or information to be able to get things right. We've seen that happen over where the national team will go to a different country and will not get a hotel. So now, structure is important. We just need to make sure that administratively we get things right.
Do you know that every Rivers United home game will be played with you? They don't even have a good stadium to themselves. That's bad. That's what just forget about continental football. I mean, in Nigeria now, we only have maybe 2 to 3 stadiums.
Yes. Very good.
That
up to standard, yes.
Do you get? Yes. You don't play in Abuja, you come to you or Abeokuta.
Yes.
Or Remo Stars, let's say 4 or 5.
Yes.
And we have 20 teams.
Yes.
In the MPFL. It is what it is. All right, away from CAF, let's move straight to MPFL results. Wiki Tories played 1-0 draw against Bayelsa. National United 3, Academy 0. Enugu Rangers won. They defeated, Niger Tornadoes 1-0. And of course, Remo Stars are now back to winning ways. They have now won game back to back. And they defeated Barao 2-0. Abia played a goalless draw against Benin. I've said it before, King of Draw Soup. Played a goalless draw against Benin Insurance. Warri Wolves played a 1-0 draw against Queen Khalifa. And of course, let's talk about Remo Stars. They've not been doing well.
Yes.
Since the beginning of this season. Yes. But now it's like they're trying to pick up. Yes, of course, they are trying to pick from where they stopped last season. They are the reigning champions, of course. We expect them to do better.
Yes.
But now, is it because Daniel Ogumodede has not been always available, based on Super Eagles' job and all? And there has been rumor about the owner that wanted to sack him at some point. He came out to debunk the news that it's a rumor like this.
I love the fact that we can always make references of what is happening in some teams to other teams. When Bayer Leverkusen won the league, there were speculations of Xabi Alonso leaving the team, and it affected how they started their season. They also had injuries as well. Same thing with the current Champions League winners, Paris Saint-Germain. When they started this season, there were injuries back to back, and once you have a good player and you lose that good player, it will tell in your team. When KDB got injured in Napoli, they are feeling it at the current moment. When Erling Haaland got injured in Manchester City and Alvarez took in, and they also had Rodrigo got injured. When you have good quality players that are breaking in good results for your team.
I think the major problem is all about the good legs that is sold.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, it tells when you make such decisions without having proper replacement, and also when you same thing with when Nuno Espirito Santo was having issues with the owners of Nottingham Forest. There was an imbalance in the team. It will definitely, there's ripple effect of everything. So if they can keep getting their acts together, it seems like now there's a certain balance that they are getting, and because they won 2 games. So if you can have that same balance and just keep that level-headed, we are going to see the Remo Stars that won the league last season. All
right, let's see how it goes. Let's get at today's fixtures. Katsina United versus Enyimba, and of course, Kano Pillars we also Ikorodu City. Away from local football, let's move straight to foreign football. Guess where we're starting from? English Premier League. Arsenal have opened a 6-point lead at the top of the Premier League table with a 4-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday, 23rd November 2025. It was all about Eberechi Eze.
Yes.
The hat-trick boy.
Yes. I'm glad that he's settling in nicely at Arsenal. I was not one of the big...
No Odegaard, no problem. No good bread, no problem. No Madueke, no problem.
So that's why I'm glad that Arsenal got it right in terms of bringing in some players this season. That's what I was sharing with you behind the scenes, that Eberechi Eze, Declan Rice, they were very fantastic buys for that team. So his quality was undeniable before he came. We knew that already. So we are not. I don't seem stunned that he's doing this. I just hope that they can find the right balance in that team right now that they are also having some injury struggles as well. I feel like they are on a good groove. We will see how it is in January.
Come on, why do you keep mentioning January?
Yeah, because at the end of that tough and rough,
they have a squad depth already. Nations Cup is around the corner.
If they don't have
most of their players will be available.
If they don't
December, January.
If they don't have
the likes of United will lose players. Liverpool will lose players.
If they don't have injuries.
That's what I'm saying. They have squad depth
for now.
Kai Havertz has not kicked ball this season. I mean, Gabriel Jesus.
Yes.
Odegaard has been in and out, but yeah, they are getting the result.
I'm glad.
That's part of I mean, squad depth.
You know, last season what happened to them?
Their best defender didn't play against Tottenham. Talking about Gabriel.
Yes. Gabriel, yes, I know.
Icardi was there.
Yeah, I'm
there is Mosquera on the bench.
Yes.
So what are we now saying, your man? This is a good team, whether you like it or not.
I'm not saying they're not a good team. That has never come out my mind. Like I said, it is.
But you keep mentioning injuries. Yes, because they have several key players on the sideline.
Off the balance of the team. Okay, let's put it in perspective. If we have Eze injured, Saka injured, and
is that a cause of what? Because I don't understand. I don't know all of them. Like, come on, it doesn't. If Saka gets injured, Madueke will be available.
Okay, Madueke is just coming back.
If Eze gets injured,
Madueke is just coming back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's just coming back.
When he was playing, Saka was injured.
Yes.
He went, but Saka came.
Yes.
So if what is it? Eberechi Eze gets injured today, Odegaard will be back. That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't on the injury list yesterday.
Merino started as a first man yesterday because there was no Gyökeres, no Gabriel Jesus, no Kai Havertz. So by the time he gets injured, Kai Havertz will be back.
You are saying there is no possibility that they can.
All of them
at a certain time.
All of them cannot be injured at a time. That's what I'm saying. When it's not a cause. Come on, Iron Man, don't do that. Come on, don't do that. All right, let's take a look at other results. Burnley lost at home to Chelsea. Chelsea are second now. They are now second on the log table. Chelsea, at some point, I thought they were going to give, Arsenal a run for their money, but they are fluctuating. I don't understand. They will perform today, tomorrow they will go down. Do you see them, challenging Arsenal for this league? Because
I don't know. I don't see them
challenging front. Liverpool is nowhere to be found.
I don't see them challenging Arsenal for the team. As funny as it may seem, I still count Liverpool and Manchester City as
Liverpool. This same Liverpool.
Now, again,
Liverpool ahead of Manchester United.
Manchester United is not. Forget Manchester. I can even argue to even give Chelsea.
If you forget United, we have to forget Liverpool too. Do you know how many games they've lost this season? 6. More than the one they lost last season.
What I would say
they're not just losing on the road.
I know.
Their own, talking about Anfield, Anfield.
I know they lost at Anfield, but what I'm saying is, Liverpool have been put in this position before, yes or no?
Yes, of course.
Manchester United, have they been in this position before?
Yes.
Now, who has always in the last few seasons come out stronger?
Liverpool.
I think we are good with that. I don't think there's any other debate that I want to.
You know why? Because there was certain Jurgen Klopp.
Now.
That was very familiar with that team at that time.
Fantastic.
He was there for so long.
Fantastic.
So you understand everything about Liverpool.
Fantastic.
They have a new coach. So if they fire him now, they bring another one. That is another problem for Liverpool.
Have they fired him yet?
He will soon get fired. All right. Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest 0-3. What's the problem of Liverpool?
I think coach? The same problem Real Madrid had 2 seasons ago. Under Carlo Ancelotti, where they had injuries just rotating each other, is what they're having now. Now they brought in some new players. They have not. Isak came in injured. Florian Wirtz was not fully fit when he came. So now he has to be able to.
Was not really fit when he came, or was not really fit for Premier League.
Was not really fit when
for Premier League.
Was not really fit when he
the
came.
Same Florian Wirtz that performed against a German team when Liverpool dismantled them. I would not agree. See, I disagree with you.
You are totally fine.
He's not mentally ready for Premier League.
Fine. I accept.
Okay.
I accept. If you want to put it in those terms for the audience to be able to accept that, I accept. I will totally stay on that line.
Okay.
We are both on the same page. Whether mental or physically, he wasn't ready for Premier League yet. And that's okay. Some players take time to adjust. When Mohamed Salah came into the league, it wasn't a straight, it was on and off before he started having a systematic groove. Yes or no?
Yes, of course.
So now, we're having a player who just came in. He's how old? 20-something. You know, Salah came in his late 20s. And now he has become such a phenomenon at that club. So please give this boy some time. He's just less than 22. You want him to be able to come in there and make an instant impact. Alexander Isak, yes, was fantastic last season, but he came in injured. Paul Pogba, that we know has the quality, just showed us sparks of that quality this weekend. Give them time to be able to adjust. Okay. You are not going to say, if we are in game number 20 now, and he is not showing the sparks of Wolf Florian Wirtz that we saw in Bundesliga is in the Premier League, then I can begin to question that maybe Arne Slot is the problem or he's not ready for Premier League. One of those two things.
What's the date once again? 24th November 2025. Saved. All right. All that is all. Bournemouth 2, West Ham United 2, Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 2. With or without Michael Olise, Eberecheze, Crystal Palace, we always be Crystal Palace. Brighton and Wolves defeated Brentford, all thanks to the man, 35-year-old man. I think Thomas Tuchel should invite him, you know, for World Cup next year. Talking about Danny Welbeck. Fulham, what a fantastic assist from the Beku boy. Talking about Samuel Chukwueze, he has not used up to 1 month. He's been performing,
so
even more than 50 million euros player. Newcastle United defeated Manchester City 2-1. All thanks to Barnes, and of course, no thanks to Ruben Diaz. Leeds lost at home to Aston Villa 1-2, and Arsenal defeated Tottenham 4-1. Away from the Premier League, let's move straight to Spain. Jude Bellingham struck late on to secure Real Madrid the 2-2 draw at Elche on Sunday 23rd November 2025, taking his team top of La Liga by a point. Real Madrid has not won any game in their last 3 games. More pressure for the man called Xabi Alonso. I've said it before the beginning of this season.
Yes.
They need a player like Vitinha. Break a bank for him. You need that holding midfielder.
Now, if you break the bank for Vitinha, who is going to be on the losing end? They have Brahim Diaz, they have Ceballos, they have Camavinga, they have Tchouaméni, they have, there's one more player, Adagula, they have a numerous amount of
all players. Of them, put them together, Ayoma.
I'll buy Vitinha.
Put them together and buy just one player. That's the best midfielder for now in the world. Vitinha is the best holding midfielder right now as we speak in the world. We're talking about Real Madrid. We're talking about Galacticos.
Yes.
We've known them for parading stars.
If they parade stars, who will be on the receiving end of? Because somebody has to leave, or 2 people have to leave that team before they bring in Vitinha.
Sell any player sellable. Sell them.
So would they? Are you saying
sell any player?
They should
balance your team.
Adagula for him.
Throw him away.
That has been given assist.
Throw him away. It doesn't really matter. They are not living up. See, you cannot be playing against Lecce and be struggling.
What I would say.
You cannot be playing against a team like Getafe and be struggling.
What I would say is very simple. The era of Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, and Casemiro is gone.
Yes, of course.
Adapt your game to the players that you have. Just like the way Manchester United is trying to make sure that they've changed or they're changing their system. You know, they have a new coach, Xabi Alonso, who is a midfield maestro when he was playing. He has showed what he can do in the Bundesliga. Give him the opportunity to make those players play his style of football.
But they're not doing well. Jude Bellingham has been struggling. Today, Ian Wright has to come out and defend him.
Well, he may have been struggling because they're trying to find a balance in that team.
If K is not taking, he might not go to World Cup.
He would go to World Cup. He would go to World Cup.
Now they are placing Morgan Rogers ahead of him. A whole Jude Bellingham.
Yes, because the style of play that Thomas Tuchel wants to play does not favor Jude Bellingham's style of play as of now. He can't play
Why can't he build his midfield around him? Jude Bellingham is a fine player
around Jude Bellingham.
That's what I'm saying.
If he builds midfield around him, then what happens to the likes of Harry Kane? That's up front.
If Jude Bellingham is having a good time at Real Madrid, they will build that team around him. But because he's not having a good time at Real Madrid, even that game against Elche, he struggled.
Yes.
Forget the fact that he scored the late goal. He struggled in that game.
Yes, but you can't build a team around Jude Bellingham. He's not the most dependable midfielder that you can have in the world. You can build a team around Jude Bellingham and somebody else, but putting Jude Bellingham as the center of that team will not balance.
You have Jude Bellingham. You have Declan Rice.
The reason why Jude Bellingham succeeded in his first season was because he had the likes of Casemiro and Toni Kroos behind him in his first season.
No, Casemiro was already.
Toni Kroos and Luka Modric behind him, right? Now, they took those two players out because that gave him the leverage to be able to go back and forth because they didn't even have a solid number 9 at that particular time. So that's why he was able to bang the goals he banged in. So now that you don't have those quality of players, he now has to draw back and play as a midfielder that he normally plays as in Bayern. The reason why he succeeded in Borussia Dortmund was because they had the likes of other players who gave him the flexibility to play that way he could play. That is Borussia Dortmund. This is Real Madrid. Completely different teams. He must learn to adapt to the position they are putting him in. Just like the way Kylian Mbappe had to learn to adapt to play as a 9. He wasn't playing as a 9.
The young man is struggling. Kylian Mbappe is struggling. Most times he has to create for himself. Most times. Go and take all of his goals. You have to score from outside the box.
This season or last season?
This season.
Okay, perfect.
This season.
Let's clarify for the audience.
The young man is struggling at Real Madrid.
Well, because like you said, they don't have a creative player. No, but he's having the likes of Adagula who is supporting him.
How many times?
Well,
how many times?
Because they have not figured out a formula to manage.
If you take a look at those assists,
yes,
they are not just normal assists that the likes of Fabregas, Ozil will give you.
Yes.
Or even Fernandes will give you.
Yes.
These are assists that you have to take 1 or 2 players before you shoot.
Yes.
That's why I said he's struggling.
Yes.
So break a bank for Vitinha. Real Madrid. If you really want to succeed this, break a bank for...
The same way you're talking about Vitinha is the same way I'm talking about Arsenal in January. So let's continue the show.
All right, against Barcelona dismantled Bilbao 4-0. Welcome back to Spotify Camp Nou. 4-0. Did you see it come?
Yes, I did. I didn't see 4 goals, but I saw a goal line of like 5-2, something around those lines. That's what I was seeing. They have Lewandowski back. Like I said, when you have key players that you know deliver on a constant basis and have proven that over decades, you need to give them the respect that they have earned. The likes of Lewandowski at 30-something is still banging goals from all different corners of the field. You know he delivers. So once he's on that pitch, even without Lamine Yamal,
and you have them, and you have Chesco 20, Eucharist 20, struggling to score goals.
Like I said,
Nicholas Jackson 20 score goals.
Like I said, when you have people who deliver, there are different kinds of players. When you have people who I don't know what you're trying to put yourself into, but
it is what
when you have people who deliver, allow them to show what their quality is. That's why Lewandowski is there. He's going to bang a goals whether you like it or not.
Lewandowski against Bilbao was also on the score sheet. 4-0. They dismantled Bilbao. Alaves lost at home to Celta Vigo 0-1. Osasuna lost at home to Sociedad 1-3. Villarreal has been in scintillating form this season. 2-1 against Mallorca. Oviedo played a goalless draw against Rayo Vallecano. Real Betis 1, Girona 1. Getafe 0. Atletico Madrid, I think we should celebrate Koke 700 games for Atletico Madrid. Fantastic run for the big man himself. And of course, Elche played a 2-2 draw against Real Madrid. Away from La Liga, let's move straight to Italy. AC Milan secured a dramatic 1-0 win over city rivals Inter in the Derby della Madonnina, moving joint second in Serie. Christian Pulisic scored the decisive goal on a counter-attack, while Mike, the goalkeeper of AC Milan, saved penalty from Akan Chanalolu, proved crucial. What a fantastic night for the man called Pulisic. His goal separated the derby, talking about Milan derby. I think last week I said something about Milan derby. Milan derby is not like the derby that we used to know.
I agree.
And of course, this is new generation, you just have to adapt with it. But what a great night for AC Milan.
I'm happy that Pulisic is actually pulling through in AC Milan. I was not a big believer that the Serie A was a perfect fit for him, but he has proved that he's capable of adjusting himself and his delivery. Our injuries have not been his biggest issue, you know, because he comes there and
not just now, since he came in.
Yes, and he has come there and he has.
Can we say the same thing for Florian Wirtz? Well, okay, continue.
So, but I am happy that AC Milan is finding a balance in that team because they have the likes of Rafael Leao, Pulisic. You know, they had to offload 1 or 2 players in the transfer window to be able to balance that team. But hey, I'm glad that they are on winning ways. All
right, let's take a look at other results. Cagliari 3, Genoa 3. Udinese lost to Bologna 0-3. And of course, almighty Juventus as usual, you know, played the 1-0 draw against Fiorentina. And Napoli defeated Atalanta 3-1. Verona lost at home to Parma 1-2. Cremonese 1. Roma 3. Roma has been doing well this season. Lazio defeated Lecce 2-0. Inter lost to Milan 0-1. And of course, today's fixtures: Torino versus Como, Sassuolo versus Pisa. And of course, in Bundesliga, let's take a look at the results. Dortmund academy team for me played a 3-3 draw against Stuttgart. Bayern dismantled Freiburg. And of course, Olise was on target once again. Now they are ready to beat anybody this season. Wolfsburg lost at home to Leverkusen, all thanks to the owner of Leverkusen by allowing Erik ten Hag to leave. Cologne lost at home to Frankfurt 3-4. Leipzig defeated Bremen 2-0. And of course, Ligue 1 results: Lens defeated Strasbourg 1-0. Rennes played a 4-1 against Monaco. PSG defeated Le Havre 3-0. Auxerre played a goalless draw against Lyon. Nice lost at home to Olympique de Marseille 1-5. Lille defeated Moses Simon Paris FC 4-2. That is how much we can take on Sports on Enterprise TV7. Endeavor to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified of all alerts. Follow us across our social media platforms at Enterprise TV7. Like, share, and engage on our content. Visit our website at www.enterprisetvnews.com for all the news you can use, the inclusive and the live updates. Ayaman has been great on the show today.
Thank you for having me. Always fantastic to be here.
I will be there. End of the season, Arsenal is winning the league. My name remains John Alnassr. See you next time.